Before we begin this video today, there's a giveaway for you guys. We do it monthly. This month, we're giving away T-Force Yuan Li, one of the best releases of the last few months when it comes to budget IEMs under $150. That's right, that one. Yuan Li, metal construction, great accessory, great smooth bass. That IEM we're giving away this month. Information on the giveaway down below. And don't forget, to enter the giveaway, by default, you need to be subscribed, of course. You need to leave a comment down in this video, one IEM that you really love under $300. Leave that comment down below, be subscribed, and also check out the link in the description to where you can enter for the giveaway. With all that out of the way, enjoy the video. Friends, family of Giz Audio channel, today I represent you the under $300 top 5 IEM in the world. Kind of. I have not really, heard every single IEM under $300, so these are more like the top 5 best IEMs under $300 that I've personally heard. Yeah, a little less dramatic, but hey, I've heard a lot of IEMs, all right? And I feel like I have a pretty good selection of 5 here for you guys. So let's jump into it. Hello friends, welcome back to another video on Giz Audio, top 5 under $300 IEM. I do have 2 honorable mentions here. And one of them is gonna really upset like half of the community, I feel like. So I am bracing for impact. So the first honorable mention that didn't make the list, this one is the FIIO FH5. Now, the reason it did not make the list is not because it is a bad IEM in any way. It really is an IEM that is deserving to be in the list, but it's getting harder and harder to find. Now, I do see some of it still being on sale here in the United States, but on some website, you do see these starting to go away. So I don't know if that's a sign of discontinuation, or maybe they're just low on stock. I don't know what it is, but these are getting harder and harder to find. But yes, amazing set of IEMs right here. Big improvement over FH3, still keeping the wide stage, keeping the really nicely done bass with good bass texture. I love a lot about this set. It would easily make the list, but again, I don't know if it's being discontinued or not, so it's only an honorable mentions. All right, next honorable mentions, and please don't kill me. I can already see the comments. I'm so scared. This one is the Mangird Tea. I'm sorry, all right? These are just all right to me. They're not the best you can get under $300, but I will say one thing is that the tonality of these IEMs are very pleasant. They're lightly warmish in a way, quite good bass control and nicely detailed for what it is. The only thing is missing is a little bit of the upper mid-range down to the treble area. And I listen to a lot of female vocals, you see, and female vocals live in that region. And to have that being tamed or veiled just doesn't work for majority of my library. Like 80% of my library, these, I just don't enjoy them off of these. Now, there are a lot of people who enjoy the Mangird Tea, namely people who enjoy more rock and roll and metal genres. They tend to really love this set. So if you're into those genres, you should check these set out. But if you're into music that are similar to me, female vocals, anime soundtrack, K-pop, J-pop, these are just not my favorite, I'm sorry. But yeah, not a bad set at all, just doesn't work for me. So honorable mentions, Mangird Tea. Now, jumping into the actual list now, breaking in at the number 5 spot is my newest acquisition. This one is the Audiolokahi. Yeah, Audiolokahi, a very hard to get IEM at times because this is a DIY project. They only make so much at a time. So whenever it comes online for sale, you really need to just grab one if you're curious. I was lucky enough to be able to grab a pair when it came back on sale last time. I don't know if it's sold out again, but yeah, these are like a ghost, man. You really gotta catch them. So onto the sound of these, even though I haven't really had them for a long time, I really enjoy them so far. It has really good bass control as well. Really nicely done treble region. There's a little bit, I wouldn't say air, but there's a semblance of what could be air in the treble, giving it this kind of like a slightly wide stage feel as well. Vocals are really nice off of these, and being that is a BA set, it doesn't really have a heavy BA timbre. But yeah, I can't really say too much about this set, but I feel like the more I listen to these, the more it's gonna slowly creep up in the list itself. So for this video, I can't just leave this out. It has to be mentioned. That's a really good set. So yeah, Whoever made this, DIY guy, I love your work. This is awesome. Audiolokahi, number 5. Moving on to number 4 spot, this thing made the number 4 spot on sheer comfort alone, right? The sound is good, but on sheer comfortability on your ears, these are perfection. This is the IE300 by Sennheiser. These are my new work set. As you guys may or may not know, I'm a video editor by trade. I edit for a lot of different YouTube channels out there, so I'm on the computer all the time. And when I'm on the computer, I'm looking for something that is just really comfortable. It needs to sound good, but at the same time, it needs to be very comfortable because I'm on the computer 6-7 hours a day. And these are, my God, comfortable. You forget that you have them on sometime. That's how comfortable they are. But yes, back to the sound. These are a bass heavy V shape, which makes them a very mainstream type of sound, very enjoyable, very likable. I would say that these have a versatility of 99%. The only 1% of people who will not like this are the hardcore kind of audiophile people who really don't like too much bass. Then they might not like this. But 99% of consumers out there will find these to be enjoyable. So actually, if you're new to this community, you don't know what to buy, you want something that's really safe, that plays well with every single genre, and you want one that's just super comfortable at the same time, this is great. The IE300 by Sennheiser. I can't recommend anything else for you if that's the criteria that you're looking for. Moving on to the top 3 now, and like every single one of my lists, the top 3 tend to be significantly better than everything that comes before it, and that's just how it is. I don't know why it ends up being like that, but yes, the top 3 tends to be just far superior than whatever came before the list. So let's get into the juggernauts, shall we? Number 3 spot, we had this Hans Jim Oxygen. Wow, my God, these I can melt for these set. These are so good. They're Harman-tuned IEMs, which means they have incredible mid bass, really great bass control on this, really fun bass as well. Good male vocals, really good female vocals. It has some energy as well. Being that it's Harman-tuned, normally Harman-tuned IEMs don't have too much energy in the upper mids and the treble regions, but these do. They sound like they have a bit of that kind of sparkly energy to them. Now, not a lot, it's not a sparkly or bright IEM, but the energy is there, you can feel it, and that makes this one of my most favorite Harman-tuned IEMs ever. And to make this even more appealing, it is also really nicely detailed as well. One of the more detailed IEMs under $300. So yeah, it has pretty much the whole package. This is just a really versatile IEM, great sounding IEMs for a majority of genres, great fun energy, and good details. Oxygen. Number 2 spot. If you see me sweating, that's because it's hot in this room. It's Las Vegas and I'm burning. But yes, back to number 2. C Audio Bravery. This thing is fantastic. We reviewed this yesterday and I gave it really high remarks. If you want to hear the full thoughts on these IEMs, you guys can go watch the previous video. But yes, this is tuned similarly to a $2,500 Anoli VX, which is my favorite IEMs ever. I love how that thing is tuned. The bass is nice, male vocals is nice, female vocals have sufficient energy, and the extension is fantastic, and all of that gets transferred over to this IEM. Now these, I would say, is slightly bit more bassy, which makes it slightly bit more mainstream than the VX. Now, of course, it's not gonna have the details and resolution of the VX, but all in all, it still sounds very close tuning-wise. It sounds incredible. I love these sets so much so that they're gonna be my daily carry for when I'm going outside, because I'm not gonna carry $2,000 in my pocket. I'd rather carry this, all right? So yeah, C Audio Bravery. For more details, watch the full review. I don't wanna reiterate anything that I already said yesterday, but yeah, amazingly well-tuned IEM. Short-changed a little by the details, but who cares, man? It sounds fantastic. Number 2 spot, just must try. All right, number 1 spot is a pair of IEMs, and I'm kind of cheating a little bit here. I'm sorry guys, these are not $300. These are $320 and $330, and they're the Blessing 2 and the Blessing 2 Dust. Now, you guys might be thinking, Timmy, my budget is exactly $300. What are you doing? And I would say, I know, I'm sorry, all right? But you know, these are worth it, you know? They're worth that extra $20. They're worth the extra $30. So whatever you have, you know, that pizza you just ordered, just cancel that order. If you're gonna go buy Starbucks the next morning, just don't go for that coffee, you know? Save up an extra 20, save up an extra 30 for these, because they're worth it. Blessing 2 and Blessing 2 Dust are two of the most well-tuned IEMs on the market, around the $300 mark. Everything sounds correct. The bass is really well done on the Dust. The male vocals, the female vocals, onto the instruments that lives in the highs, the woodwinds, the flutes. You listen to orchestras, you listen to vocals. Everything sound correct and beautiful. I really love this set. Every time I listen to them, I fall back into the fandom loop where I just melt over these sets. Now, the differences between the two would be the Blessing 2 Original has less bass and more pronounced upper mid-range, which means more pronounced female vocals, a little bit more aggressive, and might be a little bit more shouty, but some people like that. So if you want a more vocal-centric or vocal-forward version of the two, it would be the Blessing 2. Blessing 2 Dust is a little bit more relaxed, not too much, just slightly bit more relaxed there on the vocals, more bass, and noticeably more bass, and overall a little bit more balanced than the Blessing 2. My favorite is the 2 Dust, but I know some people who really don't like bass all too much and they would rather listen to the Blessing 2. Either one are amazing set, and if I did not put these at the number 1, or if I did not put these in this video, I would regret it for the rest of my life until I remake this video again. So yes, number 1 spot, Blessing 2, Blessing 2 Dust. They're a little over 300, but they're worth it. All right, guys, that is it for this video today. Thank you so much for watching. Now, I am aware there's a ton of IEMs I did not cover in this video. There are still tons of IEMs out there that I have not tried around this price point. So if you have any question about any one of those that I did not mention, leave it down below. I'll try to see if I can grab samples of them to try. And you know, we're gonna remake this list again every few months or so to refresh when new stuff comes out. When I tried more stuff, we'll be refreshing these top 5 lists as we go. But yes, this is my current list right now as of September 2021. With that being said, guys, subscribe, join our Facebook group, link down below. Also, my IEM ranking list is finished, link down below as well. You want to see all the details about all of these IEMs right here. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Enjoy your music. Peace. Bye.